God's concern in extending life of Imam Mehdi Alaihis Salam, which is basically written by Ghaazee bhai. The first question over here is the only question here is why God shows special concern for this particular individual and suspend natural laws for the sake of prolonging his age. Moreover, why not leave the leadership of the promised day for someone to be born in the future, to be summoned by the signs of the promised day, to appear on the stage and carry out his awaited role? In other words, what is the benefit of this long occultation and what is its justification?
To bring about a great change in a society, a leader must possess unique ability, an awareness of right and wrong in context to the cause. Consciousness of his spirit plays a vital role in stirring change in followers to face dominant, arrogant systems. The personality must be in conformity with the cause and unshaken by events during the change. And the more the revolutionary leader is conscious of the pettiness of the civilization which he combats, and the more dearly he perceives that it is only a point on the long line of human civilization, the higher will be his morale in confronting it and continuing his campaign against it until victory.
Obviously, confrontation defines the measure of awareness and strength required by the leader. If the extent of confrontation is a strong and deeply rooted civilization, it requires a higher level of understanding of situation and greater courage in leader to face it.
Considering that the mission of the Promised Day is to bring about a comprehensive change in a world filled with injustice and oppression by transforming all its cultural values and diverse systems, it is natural that such a mission should require someone whose awareness is greater than that of the world in its entirety. Someone who is not an offspring of that world grown up in the shadow of the civilization which he seeks to demolish and transform into a civilization based upon justice and truth.
Surely, to annihilate such a system and civilization, there is a requirement of a person who has witnessed the change in complete awareness and has complete knowledge of the type of evil and its development. He is to confront by witnessing personally means to know the detailed information about everything and not just historical accounts from books, as the system is to be replaced by truth, as no indirect evidence or shaky account is acceptable.
Further, the change that the awaited leader is destined to bring about is based upon a specific message, the message of Islam. It is but natural that it should require a leader who is in nearer to the sources of pristine Islam, with a personality built in an entirely independent manner, separately from the cultural influences he is destined to combat on the promised day. This is opposed to the cause of a person who is born and brought up in that culture, and whose thoughts and sensibilities take shape within its environs. Because such a person is usually not free from the influences and tendencies of this culture, even if he is leading a change against it.
Anyone who has the complete knowledge of true message which was delivered by the Prophet Muhammad (SAW) and has been at the highest level of practicing it can really be the promised one, who is totally in conformity with the teachings of Muhammad (SAW) and is a true servant of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.